There we go. Okay, do that again.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
Do you mind if we do it where you're over there?
Sure. All right. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. All right.
I just wasn't sure if she's going to because I know she's gotten upset with how people are parking. Oh, hey, take your seat. Oh, so they're just okay. They're just taking a lap. That's fine. Hey, buddy. He's being so sweaty. I told you he's being sweaty. You need to.
I told him it was very brown. A little bit more toned down. That is the wrong color for
Following 5-year-olds is what I do too. Stop like now. No. He's already so silly.
nice like burgundy.
A little bit.
You know mine.
We'll see next weekend. I mean, I hope he's at his sister's birthday. He's actually moved out. He's so grown now. I want to try me.
Yes.
It's Claire's sport.
Yeah. For $700 transport. No, for $700
I know. I've only called her sturdy once in the week.
No, is he carrier?
They are big kids. Well, I know you said Jamie's like that too. Oh, just
The more you spend on a school, it's like this they're like we stripped them down to nothing. There's no air conditioning, the windows don't roll down.
you and Zach are
That's an additional burden. Or you want like when you go to a resort, you want Wi-Fi.
Yeah, they're in right.
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, I can grab them. Sorry. You have 5 minutes, Mike, so we don't have to run. With their baby acne. Getting ready to lick us off together.
His wife and then their friends, our friends.
There was one down.
They were just down there.
They went to the bathroom.
I wonder if they went the long way.
They went to the bathroom.
They went to the bathroom. I imagine they've been drinking for 2 hours.
I'd be ready for a nap. Oh, thank you.
She's got 3 weeks now?
She'll be 4 tomorrow.
Ready for a nap.
Always.
The cutest.
Yeah.
So I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was just
Okay.
gonna let them
Until she
know.
wakes
Okay,
up.
cool. I wasn't sure. I was
Yep,
not over
I
there.
appreciate
so
it.
Yeah. That'll happen.
The one where Ryan's at, right?
That'll happen. She will. I'm Jessica. I'm Melissa's sister.
The older sister.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
The non-awesome one, according to this.
Well, I mean, you know. Thank you.
But yeah, so where Ryan and Kristen is. Yes. Probably soon. I think it's sometime. I don't know. I have no idea what time.
You forgot to tell them that. Those are on the counter. Those are Carson's. These are Carson's. Nancy and Carson told me those were his. Yeah. She has a pair. I was like, I didn't try it on.
If you want to be on the confetti crew, grab an edge seat. Grab one next to you. Like backyard, like mine, like just a traditional. I have no idea. You might want to ask. Oh, Nate Fairway.
Yeah.
Hold two, Caroline. No. I meant in our backyard. Look at this. It matches the car greatly.
It does really match the car. I know this.
Counter from the bottom. That would be counter.
That was
If you just turn it like a clock, counter. That's still counter.
Yeah, don't
Counter.
I don't think I can do this.
Yeah, no, it's like these are cannons.
That thing's gonna like blow me like back.
No.
Like model.
Apparently it was in between songs.
days from now. And if you don't know of anything, you just don't get it. Right. Like,
Okay, you can do it. It's fine. Oh no, no. The benches? They'll be fine. Nope, nope. I appreciate it. Took me a second to realize what you're trying to say.
Afterwards, yeah. Obviously. Okay.
How are we doing tonight?
It is 4:31. What's wrong with the bench?
It's not you want a fruit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put. I got this one.
I chose wisely.
Almost there. Yeah, I know, yeah. Alright, if everybody
Screws are tight on this one.
Yeah. So anywhere beyond the first 2 rows. No, anywhere beyond the first 2. First 2 are reserved.
I'm
2 rows.
reserved.
That's up to you guys.
I'm reserved.
Yes. Bonnie, do you really want to reserve him? Really?
Lily. All day. Every day. I think it's supposed to be up here, right?
What?
Am I supposed to be up here?
Yeah, yeah.
Behind the tree.
All right. I'm just gonna do my little. Do the spiel before it comes out, obviously.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Okay. All right, we'll just wait on Laura and your dad. Alright. Welcome, everyone. Please be seated. Friends and family, good afternoon. My name's Haseeb Moten. I'm a friend of the couple, and I'm honored to help these two begin the next chapter of their lives together. Pat and Melissa are so happy to have you here on this beautiful day. Before we begin, they've requested that you refrain from taking photos during the ceremony. As you can see, we have a actual photographer here, so no need to take more photos. I'd also like to ask you to please make sure your cell phones are silenced or turned off. For those of you in the confetti crew, which is everyone standing or sitting at the edges, inside edges, to help the bride and groom with their confetti send-off, please wait 3 seconds after they're pronounced husband and wife to shoot your cannon. Thank you, and we'll begin shortly.
Don't shoot yourself on accident, Nate.
Yeah, no friendly fire. Please rise. Please be seated. Dear friends and family, today is a celebration of love, of commitment, of friendship, of family, a celebration of Pat and Melissa. The marriage ceremony has been an important feature across nearly every culture, religion, and society. We have thousands of important moments that happen throughout our lives, but this one is regarded as so critical, we acknowledge its special status by sharing it with others. Why this moment? Because despite all of our differences, love is what we all share. It is the great unifier, our one universal truth. That no matter who we are, where we've come from, what we believe, we know this one thing. Love is what we're doing right. That's why you both are standing here. That's why you all are here to witness. We have all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of our humanity. The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete, the person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place, the person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships. And you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. For Pat and Melissa, that was a little over 2 years ago. I've had the pleasure of watching Pat and Melissa's love blossom over the last couple of years. Their relationship started, as most great stories do, during March Madness. Pat saw a cute girl across the room and introduced himself, only to realize that he had met her before, several times. After giving him a hard time for not remembering her, Melissa decided to give him a chance. What they didn't realize is that their friends had been trying to get them together for a while because they knew that they would be special. I wish I could tell you a single story about Pat and Melissa that summarizes their relationship and how they enrich each other's lives and the lives of each of us. But the truth is, there isn't one single event that's a good encapsulation. They're fiercely loyal to each other and also to their friends. They're ready at the drop of a hat to help anyone. They care deeply and passionately for each other. They protect each other. They make each other laugh and think outside themselves. They feel that time magically seems to both fly and slow down when they're together. They help each other in ways that are obvious and unnoticed, but always appreciated. There's one story I do want to share. Shortly after Pat and Shortly after Pat and Melissa were engaged, they had us all over to celebrate. As often happens during engagement parties, stories of the couple were shared. Melissa's mom told us of the time where she had asked Carson to name the people who loved him. Keep in mind, this was many months before Pat and Melissa were engaged. Carson went through his family, grandma, grandpa, Melissa, etc. Then he included Pat. In such a short time, Pat had made Carson feel loved. This sentiment was shared by Melissa, who said she knew Pat was the one after seeing how quickly he bonded with Carson. Both Melissa and her parents appreciate how present and involved Pat is in Carson's life. He is a constant, supportive, caring, and loving presence. This is a perfect demonstration of who Pat is. While we often see the gruff, joking exterior, underneath is a person who loves people completely. According to Melissa, he is secretly a romantic. We can see it in the way he cares for Melissa, cares for Carson, and especially in the way he proposed. Pat gave Carson the ring and made sure he was okay with Pat proposing. He then had Carson run out and give it to Melissa after she came home from running a 5K. When I asked Pat's parents about the couple, they shared this quote by Brian Doyle. They said that describes them perfectly. "The coolest, most amazing people I've met in my life are the ones who are not very interested in power or money, but who are very interested in laughter and courage and grace under duress and holding hands against the darkness and finding new ways to solve old problems and being attentive and tender and kind to every sort of being, especially dogs and birds and, of course, children." When Pat told me he was getting serious about Melissa, I knew that she must be someone really special. The person that can get Pat to settle down. And the more I've gotten to know her over these years, the more I understand why Pat loves her. She is a wonderful friend who is always ready to help, whether it's lending an ear when you need to vent or helping you move. She has a remarkable capacity to love, to be patient, to be empathetic, and to be a truly wonderful parent. She has helped Pat to find the best in himself as he has helped to bring the best out in her. Pat expressed how excited he is to raise a family together, and watching her with Carson really makes it clear what a great mom she is. The most remarkable thing about their time together is the resiliency they have shown in the last 6 months. From the challenges of having a house under construction, to planning a wedding, to moving that wedding multiple times, all while dealing with quarantine and homeschooling, they have had a lot on their plates. Yet through it all, they have handled with love, grace, and patience. You will require all 3 of these in your marriage. And that brings them here. A time to pause, look back, smile at the moments that brought you here, and a time to look ahead at all the moments that are still to come. I'm here, we're all here, because we want these moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, ignore the B, and to remind you that love isn't happily ever after. Love is the experience of writing your story. It's not one moment, not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly a million little ones that come in between the big moments. Falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, spending holidays with your families, watching a movie with Carson. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. Do not forget to appreciate these little moments as you go forward. Before we move to the vows, I want to share a short reading on marriage by Neil Gaiman. This is everything I have to tell you about love. Nothing. This is everything I've learned about marriage. Nothing. Only that the world out there is complicated, and there are beasts in the night, and delight, and pain. And the only thing that makes it okay, sometimes, is to reach out a hand in the darkness and find another hand to squeeze, and not to be alone. It's not the kisses, or never just the kisses. It's what they mean. Somebody's got your back. Somebody knows your worst self and somehow doesn't want to rescue you or send for the army to rescue them. It's not 2 broken halves becoming one. It's the light from a distant lighthouse bringing you both safely home. Because home is wherever you are both together. So this is everything I have to tell you about love and marriage. Nothing. Like a book without pages or a forest without trees. Because there are things you cannot know before you experience them. Because no study can prepare you for the joys or the trials. Because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours. And it's a road you can only learn by walking it, a dance you cannot be taught, a song that did not exist before you began together to sing. And because in the darkness you will reach out a hand, not knowing for certain if someone else is even there, and your hands will meet, and then neither of you will ever need to be alone again. And that is all I know about love. We now come to the words Pat and Melissa most want to hear today, words that will join them in marriage. You fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you are making a choice. You both are choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, makes you smile, and makes every day brighter. You're choosing each other today and every day. Do you, Patrick, take Melissa as your wife? Do you promise to love her, respect her, to share your life and your dreams, to build with her a home that is a place of love, happiness, commitment, and growth? If so, answer I do.
I do.
Do you, Melissa, take Patrick as your husband? Do you promise to love him, respect him, to share your life and your dreams, to build with him a home that is a place of love, happiness, commitment, and growth? If so, answer I do.
I do.
Now the vows. Pat, please repeat after me. Melissa, from this day forward, I promise you these things.
Melissa, from this day forward, I promise you these things.
I will laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow.
I will laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow.
I will share in your dreams and support you as you strive to achieve your goals.
I will share in your dreams and strive to support you as you achieve your goals.
And okay,
for it.
good enough. I will listen to you with compassion and understanding.
I will listen to you with compassion and understanding.
And,
Thanks for breaking that down.
and speak to you with encouragement.
And speak to you with encouragement.
I will remain faithful to our vows for better or for worse,
I will remain faithful to my vows for better or worse,
in times of sickness and health.
in times of sickness and health.
You are my best friend, and I will love and respect you always.
You are my best friend. I will love and respect you always.
Melissa, please repeat after me.
You better.
Patrick, from this day forward, I promise you these things.
Patrick, from this day forward, I promise you these things.
I will laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow.
I will laugh with you in times of joy and comfort you in times of sorrow.
I will share in your dreams and support you as you strive to achieve your goals. I will share in your dreams
I will share in your dreams,
and support you as you strive to achieve your goals.
support you as you try to strive to achieve your goals. I'm really bad at this.
We got this. Good. Keep going.
I will listen to you with compassion and understanding
I will listen to you with compassion and understanding,
and speak to you with encouragement.
and speak with you with encouragement.
I will remain faithful to our vows for better or for worse
I will remain faithful to our vows for better or for worse,
in times of sickness and health.
in times of sickness and in health.
You are my best friend and I will love and respect you always.
You are my best friend. I will love and respect you always.
We did it.
Wonderful. There's a little bit more to go. The rings, most importantly. You've both chosen to wear rings as a reminder of these promises. People often say wedding bands are a perfect circle with no beginning and no end. But these rings did have a beginning. The stones were formed a long time ago deep within the earth. Eventually, a series of lucky events caused them to rise to the surface, where someone dug them up. Metal was then liquefied, molded, cooled, and painstakingly polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings, and through a combination of serendipity and effort, imperfect beings shape it into something extraordinary. It's the process of making something beautiful where there was once nothing at all. As you look at these rings over the years, I hope you remember that. You've created something invaluable, and just as I know you'll protect these rings, I'm confident you'll protect the commitments you've made to one another today. Oh, wrong one. Thank you, buddy. Patrick, please place the ring on Melissa's left hand and repeat after me. With this ring, I marry you and bind my life to yours.
I marry you and bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
my everlasting friendship,
my everlasting friendship,
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
Melissa. And Melissa, please place the ring on Patrick's left hand and repeat after me. With this ring, I marry you and bind my life to yours.
I marry you and bind my life to yours.
It is a symbol of my eternal love,
It's a symbol of my eternal love,
my everlasting friendship,
my everlasting friendship,
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
and the promise of all my tomorrows.
May the wedding rings you exchanged today remind you that you are surrounded by enduring love. Finally, we come to the sand ceremony. We now celebrate Pat and Melissa's union with the symbolic sand ceremony. Pat and Melissa, if you want to step over here.
That's yours.
Your marriage is not just a pledge between you two. As parents, today you are making a lifelong commitment to share the rest of your lives with each other and honor Carson as well. Your family relationship is symbolized by the pouring of these individual containers of sand, one representing each one of you, all that you are and all that you will ever be. There's a child who will share in this marriage. The gathering of this new family will have a deep influence on him.
You got it.
sense enough to take the first step back. May you have happiness, and may you find it making one another happy. May you have love, and may you find it loving one another. Pat and Melissa, by the power vested in me, it is my honor and delight to declare you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, it is my great privilege to introduce for the first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Patrick and Melissa Clark. All right, so the reception will be down by the lake where the lighted area is. So feel free to make your way down there and enjoy. All right, we now need to sign the wedding. Okay, fantastic.
Katie, leave Ryan. Come with me. Please. Leave it with
Just rushed to things, and I was like, all right, okay, oh, never mind.
Wait, they asked you to skip?
No. I skipped a couple that involved Carson, and then like the sand ceremony they moved over and started doing, and I was like, all right, well I'm gonna skip over this part.
Okay. That was really good. Great job.
Thank you,
Yeah,
thank you.
Really good. Excellent delivery.